I remember people used to tell me all the time, they're like, you're too much of an open book. Like, you get on Facebook, you tell all your business. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I used to always do that because I feel like, all right, nobody's gonna listen. Fuck it. I'm going to social media. I have some friend that I'll be like, bro, you're right. You're right. You have a right to feel every way that you're feeling. Sometimes we just need that reassurance, no matter even if it's coming from a stranger. I'm being honest. And when I get that, I'm like, all right, like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy from California told me that I'm right. Sometimes we need that. But the thing is that being an open book, I feel like me being me and me never fearing being who I am, and me not afraid to share different things that I go through in my life and really show people who I am has really helped other people. And I noticed that a lot of people love that. Like, I get so much love and I really appreciate it. But I just, man, like, and the other thing that I'm not afraid to share is that my life can be very dysfunctional, okay? Even from my childhood all the way up till now, I've been through a lot of different traumatizing things, and which I'm pretty sure everybody else has been. Oh my gosh, see, this is the thing I love about Arizona. I don't like our winters, bro. It's too cold. But when that sun comes out, like, that's when you really know you're from AZ, because, oh gosh. Anyway, I'm not afraid to say that my life sometimes can be very, very dysfunctional when it comes to different things in my life, when it comes to anything, like when it comes to relationships with different people that I have, when it comes to anything, life experiences, things such as that, my life can be very dysfunctional. And I think that it stems down from myself as well, and from the things that I've been through. Like, I didn't really realize that my self-care regimen has sucked. Like, I thought self-care was like about like you just getting dressed, going out with your friends, like that's it. I didn't know it was like really taking the time to take care of your body, take care of your soul, counseling, really like journaling. I did not know I did not have a clue that was really self-care. So once I learned that, I'm like, bro, like, I'm failing in life right now because I never knew that. And then once I start taking the time to do all those things, then I noticed that my life and everything, and even the way I feel about myself, really started to change. Now, I've never been a person that has like low self-esteem. I've never been a person that, like, you know, never felt like I was pretty. Never been a person like that. But when it comes to different things that I went through in life and really functioning every single day, now I struggled at that because I didn't really have the skill set. So once I was taught, and now that I'm older and I, you know, put God a part of my regimen when it comes to my self-care first and foremost, and such as exercising and everything else, that's when I felt like my life has improved. And most definitely when I was boxing. Like, when I was boxing, I felt like I was never stressed because everything that I was feeling, everything that I dealt with, like, every day of my life, I was able to take it out on the bag. I was able to exercise and really get all that frustration out. When boxing, you know, you do a whole bunch of exercise, you're putting your body through a lot of stress, so it channels your focus to something else. So that's what I really love about boxing, and that really helped me most definitely with stress level as well. But a lot of things get dysfunctional, and I'm not afraid to admit that. But it's like me, I really work through it. Like, no matter what I go through, I find light in everything, and I do whatever I can to switch my day around. Like, something traumatic can happen and I will still try to find light. I will still try to sing, try to work out, try to talk, try to laugh, try to watch something to make me happy, try to see the positive in all things. That's the thing. No matter what, I see the positive in all things. But yeah, I'm not afraid to say, like, hey, shit gets dysfunctional. You know, sometimes with my marriage is not all that. Sometimes with family members, sometimes we don't always get along. Sometimes with my friendships, I cut off a lot of friends. A lot of friends cut me off. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that. And I feel like a lot of other people, they like to mask everything and want you to see things. They want to pretend to other people and make things seem what they're not. I don't think that makes sense. They want you to see things. They want you to see them through a perfect lens. But that's not really what it is. Me, I am who I am. So what y'all see, who y'all see through all these videos and everything, that's who I am 24/7. You can catch me in the store and I will act the exact same. That's how I am all the time. And I feel like I'm not afraid to say when things are not going right in my life. I'm not afraid to say if my day's going bad. I'm not afraid to say that. Somebody asks me, how you doing? I'll say, I'm not doing so good. But I'm pretty sure that after I take a 5, take a 10, I'll feel better. And that's another thing that I'm really good at. Like when I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, I'm cool. I will take a timeout, even if it's at work. I'm like, hey, like I'm just gonna take a walk. I'm gonna take a 10. I'm gonna take a 15. I'm gonna come back because I'm upset right now. You know, I'm not feeling right now. Like I recognize when I'm not right, and I'm not afraid to express that with everyone else. And if things are not right in my life, I don't mind people seeing it. That's just the type of person that I am, because shit be getting real dysfunctional. Well, maybe I don't want to say this, but anyway, I have other friends that have like dysfunctional family members, or if I'm at their house, something dysfunctional happens, and they get worried because they're like, hey bro, like I'm so sorry that you saw that. If you only knew like what I deal with, you know. And I'm not saying like, I'm just talking about every day. Like I get mad, I say things, I get into it with people. Like it's a life, you know what I mean? And shit gets dysfunctional, but it's all about how you bounce back from it. And that's what I told myself, because if I remember before, when things used to go bad in my day, I would just be like, fuck it, that's it, like my whole day is ruined. But no, things are gonna go wrong. Things are not always gonna go right. So I think now that I know that, and I tell myself, hey, you bounce back. And that's what I tell myself as well. If I'm having a bad day, a dysfunctional day, I tell myself, hey, look, you're gonna bounce back. You will bounce back. God's got it. You will bounce back. Pray, pray, pray. And whenever I'm upset, or whenever I feel bad about something, or even if it's something in my day that's like I can't get over, like I have things that happen where, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about, when you have things that happen and you just dwell on it and like you can't shake it. And no matter what you do, you sleep, you're like, okay, when I go to sleep, I wake up, the way I feel of this situation, I'm not going to think about it anymore. Sometimes you wake up and you can't get over that situation, but that's when God comes into play. So that's another thing that I do. I pray a lot too. And if I feel wrong about something, I pray and I ask God to remove it. Anything, I pray about it. If I can't shake something off, I pray about it. But yeah, you guys, my life is not always perfect. And I'm not afraid to admit that it's not always perfect. And I feel like when I'm able to express that, I feel so much better. Like even like after doing my videos, like I feel so much better. And I'm like, you know what, like shit gets dysfunctional, and I want people to know that, because like if you're having a messed up day, or if some messed up shit happened in your day, I want you to be able to watch this video and be like, look, I can relate to this girl, you know, I can relate to her because I go through the same thing. So yeah, these are not always daisy and always all okay all the time, but I'm not afraid to admit it. And I think that's what I love most about myself. Like I'm always honest with other people, but most definitely always honest with myself. And that's how I keep it. And that's what I say. That's what I say on my page. I say honesty is what I stick to.